Hello everyone, in this video we're going to solve the following equation and find all real solutions of x. So here x belongs to real numbers. Let's start. As you can see, the left hand side of this equation is the radical. So therefore, the right hand side must be positive or equal to 0. In other words, I can show here that 5x minus 6 minus x squared divided by 2 must be greater or equal than 0. Now let's solve this inequality. So now I'm going to multiply both sides by 2, then I will get simply 5x minus 6 minus x squared greater or equal than 0. Now let me move all term to the right hand side, then I will get x squared minus 5x plus 6 less or equal than 0. Now I'm going to solve the last inequality by using interval method. So therefore, first of all, I have to factor, and the left hand side can be factored as x minus 2 times x minus 3, and this one is less or equal than 0. Now let me draw a real number line. So here I have to show two roots, so the first is 2 and the second one is 3. Now I have to divide into each 3 intervals. So the first interval is from minus infinity up to 2, and 2 is included, and up to 3, and from 3 up to plus infinity. Now let's check the sign of this inequality. Now if you take the first interval, and here we have to choose, for instance, 0, and if you substitute into x, then we will get minus 2, and the second bracket minus 3, and if you multiply them plus. So which means that at this interval, this product always positive. And the second interval, for instance, we can take 2.5, and if we substitute, we will get minus. So therefore, this is minus, and this is plus. Now, we have to choose here this interval, because our equation is less than 0. In other words, x belongs to from 2 up to 3. In other words, x lies between 2 and 3. So we can conclude that for this equation, our domain is this. So our final roots must lie between 2 and 3. So now, knowing our domain, let's start to solve our original equation. We can clearly see that we have to simplify first the left hand side of this equation. So therefore, I'm going to simplify separately each radical. Now let me take first this radical. So let me rewrite this radical as it is here. Square root of 1 plus x minus 5 times x minus 7. Now this one is equivalent to, expanding this product, I will get 1 plus x squared minus 12x plus 35, or this one is equivalent to x squared minus 12x and plus 36, and this is the perfect square. This gives us simply x minus 6 to the power of 2, and this one is equal to absolute value of x minus 6. Now we have to open this absolute value bracket using our domain. As you can see, x lies between 2 and 3, and to open this bracket we have to check whether this is negative or positive. For instance, we can take from this interval 2.5, and if we substitute, we'll get negative numbers. So therefore, I have to multiply by minus. So then I'll get minus times x minus 6, and opening this bracket, I'll get simply 6 minus x. And we can conclude that this radical is equal to 6 minus x. And now the next radical is square root of 4 minus x minus 2 and times 6 minus x. So let me write here. So square root of the next one, 4 minus x minus 2 and times 6 minus x. Now again the same procedure here, 4 minus, so in the bracket, minus x squared plus 6x and minus 12, and here plus 2x, and this gives us square root of 4 plus x squared minus 6x plus 12 and minus 2x, and grouping like terms I will get x squared minus 8x and plus 16. And this one is also perfect square, which gives us simply x minus 4 to the power of 2. And as I did before, this one is equivalent to absolute value of x minus 4. Now, again, we have to open this bracket now using, again, our domain. Let me choose here 2.5, and if we substitute, we see that we'll get negative numbers, so therefore I have to multiply by minus. Then I'll get here minus times x minus 4 give us 4 minus x. And we see that this whole radical, this one is 4 minus x. So therefore the last one is square root of 4 minus x times, so 4 minus x. So therefore let me write here our whole radical, square root of 4 minus x times 4 minus x. Now this one is equivalent to 4 minus 4x plus x squared, or this one is equivalent to x squared minus 4x plus 4, and this is also perfect square. This is equivalent to x minus 2 to the power of 2, and this one is absolute value of x minus 2. Now, as you can see, we have to open this absolute value bracket again by using our domain. Here I'm gonna choose again 2.5, and we see that 2.5 minus 2 is positive number, so therefore this one is simply x minus 2. And finally, our final equation is, we see that in the original equation the left hand side is equal to x minus 2, and so therefore our simplified new equation is x minus 2 is equal to, so 5x minus 6 minus x squared divided by 2. Now multiplying both sides by 2, I will get 2x minus 4 is equal to 5x minus 6 minus x squared. Let me move this all three terms to the left hand side. Then this is equivalent to x squared minus 5x plus 6 and plus 2x minus 4 is equal to 0. And here I'll get simply x squared minus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now, this is the basic quadratic equation. I have to solve by using discriminant. So x1 and 2 is equal to 3 plus minus 9 minus 8 divided by 2. And this one is equal to 3 plus minus 1 divided by 2. And here x1 is equal to 2 and x2 is equal to 1. But we cannot take both roots. According to our domain, x lies between 2 and 3, or x must be greater or equal than 2 but less or equal than 3. And in the final two roots we have to choose that this one is satisfy our domain. So this is our final answer. Thank you for watching. Please comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel.